I don't know, have you heard of anything more ridiculous than the narcissist keeping your thing? You're thinking, you know what, it's over, it's done. For some of you, it could be like they've even said it and they keep your thing. Or you've left and then kept your things. I mean, how dare they? For a lot of people, okay, for a lot of my clients, for a lot of you, because I have done a video like this before, you guys said that some of this stuff was even sentimental and they've taken it like the sheer cheat, the sheer entitlement. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about and delving into why they actually do this. Hello my friends and welcome back. So today on the video, we're going to be talking about why the narcissist keeps your things. Like, I mean, seriously, they keep your stuff. It's not even theirs in the first place, but they're keeping your stuff. Yeah, that's like completely entitled, like, you know, what? I guess they're passionate about this because I'm just thinking, how dare you? That's like my stuff. But like for me, it's like when I've got my stuff, that's my stuff, and I'm quite protective of it. Not everything, but most things. But in this case, like this, in my experience, this hasn't happened. But a lot of you, you know, like you've said that the narcissist has kept your things or they've not given something back, even though maybe you have asked for it. But there's a reason why they secretly keep your things. And it's things that might have sentimental value or things that maybe you don't even realize or haven't noticed. So they will keep items. And there's a reason for this. And obviously, like, I'm going to talk about it in the video. But a lot of it is for them to have your belongings, because your belongings hold an energetic value, and even though they can't particularly have you as a person, those items or those belongings of yours reminds them. But also it's a timestamp, it's a time point. Remember, narcissists are incredibly compartmentalized in their way of thinking, so that item will remind them of that time in their life, which equals you a part of that part of their life. There's a huge aspect to that, but I'm going to delve deeper into this. In the video, I'm going to be talking about the emotional impact it has on you, how narcissists will use your belongings against you if this is the case, like if this is your experience, how to handle this situation if you find yourself in this, and emotional detachment. As I was saying that, something that just came to my mind. Sometimes narcissists will leave their belongings at your property or where you live for a reason as well. So I'm going to tie this in as well. If you find yourself, the narcissist has left their belongings at yours for a particular type of reason. Again, it's all the same thing, but I will talk about that too. But my friends, just before we get into the video, I just want to say that I do go live on this channel every single Tuesday. And if you have a question or there's something on your mind, come on over to the live. I could be answering your question on the live stream. Sometimes you just need like a quick answer just to kind of understand what's going on. So the live is a great aspect for that. And also we talk about a variety of topics as well. So I would love it if you guys were to join the discussion. I would love to see you there. Okay. So before we unpack or unravel this, let's just understand why narcissists will keep your belongings. Like, why do they do that? Like, I've never heard of that. Like, you know, like when you break up from someone from like a healthy relationship, you don't tend to do that, or you ask permission if you can keep that, or you have your own memories from that time. So you don't tend to kind of keep the belongings of your ex-partner unless you have permission. But a narcissist overrides that because they believe that they own you. And that is the foundation to all of this. They think that they own you so that they can do this. And it's an entitlement. It's a very skewed way of thinking. They feel like they have power over you, that they can do and say whatever it is that they want to. And by doing this, yeah, there could be one part of it's to annoy you, to upset you. But on the other part, I think it serves them more to keep your belongings. And they will do this. And I'm not sure if any of you have ever gone snooping in the narcissist drawers or in like trunks or things, or like in, you know, storage or whatever. You will find a whole collection of bits and pieces and things from ex-partners, you know, maybe it's cards, maybe jewelry, those kind of things that they will keep as a memory, a momentum of that time in their life. It's like what I said earlier, this is all compartmentalization. So they will keep like these are all compartments and snippets of their life. So they will do this so that it serves them. And also, I think the hugest aspect in all of this is about keeping control of themselves, the memories, you, the whole relationship, the interaction. And I feel like also to the point as well, when they start to hoover, when they start to make contacts again, I feel like a lot of it is to do with the fact that it is about maintaining control, and it allows the narcissist to maintain a sense of control over you, where they're able to make the excuse or to basically contact you or to re-enter your life. Remember, the control is this, is that they choose the time and the place and when they are going to make contact. So it's like you have no control over it. It's like whenever the narcissist wants that to happen, they will make it happen. And I think also what it does do to us is it triggers emotional responses. Is it causes us to feel or think in a certain way. We might even feel sympathy. We might even, start to have loving feelings for the narcissist. It will make us think of them in a fond way, perhaps. So we might even want to reach out. And this is part of the trauma bonds. It really elicits an emotional response within us towards the narcissist, which then it creates this dependency. We become dependent on the narcissist. It reignites that. It could also mean for the narcissist that it creates a situation where you feel called to get in contact with the narcissist to get your belongings back. So they've still got a hold over you, they've still got something over you because they want you to reach out. So they're manipulating their response, they're manipulating how this goes. And again, it's feeding their need for attention and validation from you. What you have to realize is the emotional impact this has on you. I think the significant impact that it has on you is it creates this lingering attachment. So the narcissist is present in your life for longer than they actually need to be. They don't need to be in your life for this reason or for this amount of time. But the narcissist creates this scenario so that it does actually happen. And in a lot of cases, they will keep belongings that have an emotional attachment for you, which means that you need them or you want those things back because it has something important to you. So you're going to reach out. You're going to make contact with them. Again, that gives them control over you, gives them control to the fact that they are wanted. It gives them that validation and boosts their ego. And I think as well, for a lot of us, there is this frustration and helplessness because we get frustrated because, yeah, we want our stuff back. Like, hello, we want our stuff back, but we can't get it back because the narcissist is in control whether they do give it back or not. So then that creates this helplessness within us. And again, it reignites because we start to think about it, the relationship and the way that the narcissist treated us. And it reignites this helplessness. Well, why can't I do that? Why can't I be in control? Like, why can't I have my stuff back? And the frustration that the narcissist won't give their belongings back, or they decide to keep it for a certain amount of time or a certain period of time. It's just to provoke emotional reactions within you. They're pressing your buttons. So the knowledge of you knowing that they have your stuff could create intrusive thoughts. Again, it's dragging you right back into those thought processes, making you relive a period of your life, a time in your life that was so challenging, so difficult. It's done because it prevents you from being able to move forward. It keeps the focus on them. And that is the main reason why they do this. And then it causes anxiety and stress within you. You then think, why can't I move on? Why am I still stuck on this person? Why is this taking so long? Why? Like, why is this happening to me? So it causes an anxiety. You know, ultimately it keeps you stuck. Stuck also thinking like maybe you should get back with them. Maybe they're not so bad. Maybe you shouldn't. What is going on? Like, you're so confused. And this is the stress of the whole situation. It could mean that it's just a little thing, you know, for anybody else. And everyone probably is saying to you, oh, do you know what, just forget about it. Like, it's absolutely fine. Don't worry, don't worry. But the thing is, how can you, like, it's not that, it's the principle. It is ultimately the principle. So it's eliciting this emotional response from you. You're feeling anxious, you're feeling stressed because you can't get your things back. And then also you are overthinking the whole situation, which is making the whole thing really uncomfortable, knowing that the narcissist has control and has your stuff when you actually need it. I know, it's a really difficult situation. However, I am going to talk about how you move forward from this in the later part of the video. So, how do narcissists use your belongings against you? Well, the main reason is to do with hoovering. It's a way back into your life. And the reason why they do this, okay, is because they have an attachment disorder. They don't connect to you in a healthy way. They also don't disconnect from you in a healthy way. They don't actually disconnect at all. So when they have your belongings and they want to hoover you, they want to get in contact with you, this gives them the perfect opportunity, right? They're going to be able to have an excuse to be able to contact you. And that's another reason why it's done. It might also be an aspect of guilt tripping. So they might say to you that they're holding on to your things because they care. They care so much, and that they need to hold on to these things because it means so much to them. And again, that's manipulating your emotions so that you remain stuck to them. You remain helpless, and that they regain control over this situation. The narcissist might also refuse to give your items back. So there might be like a period of silent treatment. So again, this is to maintain control over you, over your emotions and the way that you're reacting to them or the way that you're responding to them. It's to basically keep you silent so that they allow this period of time to go through like a period of time. And it's up to them when they decide that you should have your stuff back, or if at all. And again, this brings up this frustration within us, and we're thinking, like, how is it? Like, this is my stuff. Like, how are you to decide when I can get it back or not? And again, these are delaying tactics. It's about to keep you hooked. It's to keep you on edge. It's to manipulate your emotions to get a specific answer or elicit a specific response. Okay, so how do you handle this situation if you find yourself here? You have to set clear boundaries. Look, I can't tell you whether you should or you shouldn't get your stuff back. Look, this remains personal to every single one of you. Of course you want it back, but the stress that it is eliciting within you, the hold this has over you, is that item or is that object worth it? Is it worth your health? And that's what you've got to ask yourself. Is this worth how you are feeling? So it's a decision that you need to make, whether you just detach from this and regain your sanity and your wellness and think, do you know what, just keep it, just have it, like whatever. Or do you need to go on and set firm boundaries? Do you need to get a mediator? Do you need, in terms of boundaries, do you need to tell them a specific time up until when they can have it or when they need to give it back to you? Do you need to take legal action? Is getting a mediator or legal action worth it? This is the other things that you need to consider, because that's the route you're going to have to go down, because they're not going to listen to you. So you're going to have to get some sort of law enforcement or legal stuff involved in this. Is that item worth it? Are you doing it just to prove a point? What I would say to you is have a think about it, take your time, like really think what is worth it for you, and you've got to do what is right for you. You've got to remember that when a narcissist keeps your things, this is calculated. They're doing this especially to irritate you and annoy you, and they know that it's going to do that to you. Ultimately, your sanity, your health, your detachment matters more. So I really hope this video has helped you to kind of think about things, and also to help you to understand why the narcissist keeps your belongings. If you have liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and also if you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.